everyone! So, next week I'm going to be going out of town, and I'm hoping to pick up a lot of musicals, starring Gene Kelly, The Star is Born, starring Judy Garland. I just want to pick up a lot of the old Gene Kelly musicals, but I thought before I pick up some new musicals, I would show off the ones that I own. And I own quite a few musicals, whether they be from MGM, from Warner Brothers. I own a lot of musicals. And I'm going to show you all the DVDs, Blu-rays, and collector sets that I have. Starting, in fact, with a VHS tape, The Music Man. The 2001 Special Edition VHS. I have this in the collection because I've not found a better copy of this film on DVD, but I will pick up one at some point. Print date from January 1st, 1998. And film strip. Good condition. Next. Sorry. We got Sister Act, the 1993 Whoopi Goldberg comedy musical, I guess. This is one that I really enjoyed. I thought this was actually really funny. I didn't like the second Sister Act as much, but I found this one brand new and sealed, and I wanted to get a copy of it. And then we got some Warner Brothers musicals. They're kind of sparse throughout. We've got the 2000s 2-disc special edition release of An American in Paris. This is a Gene Kelly musical that I'd never seen before, and I recently watched. I actually did enjoy this, but the story fell apart in the third act. I will say that. Here's disc 1, and then there is a disc 2, but I have it in my DVD player because I'm still watching the bonus features. I always like to take a look at the bonus features on the old Warner Brothers disc and be like, what did they put on there? And there was actually a really good Gene Kelly, retrospective of all his musicals and his life in Hollywood and stuff. It was really cool. Next, we have The Wizard of Oz. This is the 2009 2-disc special edition. I'm going to have to get a reprint of this because I'm pretty sure this is one of those titles that was hit by the disc rot fiasco that happened back through 2005 to 2009. I meant 06 to 09. Yeah, it looks fine, but there's some weird lines on the disc, and it might not work. So I may have to pick up another copy of this. But if I do, it's going to be a reprint. Might get the 70th anniversary edition or something. Or I'm actually really wanting to get the 3-disc collector's edition. Next, we got the Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, Anne Hathaway, and Maris Seyfried version of Les Miserables. This is a really good movie. Well, the original film was really good. I haven't watched the musical version and actually been able to focus on it. I watched it in our old car where I could barely hear the DVD player see what was going on. But I do want to try it in our new car and see if I enjoy it. But I've heard this is good. And I like the yellow colored disc. This does have Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and it won 3 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Picture. And yeah, this came out, I think, in 2016. I know Hugh Jackman mostly from X-Men, but he was in quite a few musicals back then. Next, we got Oliver, the Sony Pictures musical. This is the 30th anniversary edition DVD. This one might be scratched. That's why I got a discount on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to like Oliver, but it is on my watch list. And yeah, this is one of those older musicals. And then we got 2 copies of Fiddler on the Roof. I have 2 copies because I'm not sure which one works. This is the special edition. And this copy I have not tried yet. But it is a dual-layered disc. And it does have a chapter list with it. You can see that right there. So I had this copy, and then later on I found this 2-disc special edition, at Goodwill. I found both of these at my Goodwill in Chico, but, yeah, unfortunately, it stopped halfway through when I went to try and watch the movie. After a certain point, it could have just been the DVD player being finicky, or maybe I hit something wrong, but yeah, I'm not even sure if it's broken, so I've just kind of kept it for now, but I guess I will try getting a new copy. And then I have the Mamma Mia duology films. I have Mamma Mia the movie. This is a PG-13 musical, full-screen edition, with a bunch of famous actors in here. I've never seen this, but it is on my musical watch list. And then I got the Target exclusive edition of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. This is actually a really cool set that I got at a Goodwill for like $3. This includes both the DVD and the Blu-ray format, and it has a special Target sticker. It's a sing-along song. There's deleted scenes. There's all this really cool stuff that I didn't even mean to get, really, like when I thought about picking up this film. But for the price that I got it, it was really good. So I couldn't really turn it down. Oh, yeah. This is the sing-along, or I guess the bonus disc? I don't know what's on there. Here's the 2-disc DVD and the Blu-ray disc. Very cool. I feel like I'm missing a few musicals. I know I have more. I might be missing my copy of West Side Story, though I might have gotten rid of it. And I'll explain why in a bit. I don't think I got rid of it. Yeah, I'm 90% sure I didn't. Yeah, I'll pull that out in a bit. Here's some other musicals, though. We have quite a few Fox-related musicals. We have the Gold Rodgers and Hammerstein collection ones. We have The Keen and I, Rodgers and Hammerstein's disc. You've got Oklahoma. You've got Carousel. And State Fair. And there are more of these gold-spined Rodgers and Hammerstein's ones. But I've probably not picked those up because I'm trying not to get duplicates of the same movie. So there are a couple musicals I have different versions of that aren't the Rodgers and Hammerstein's collection set. However, I also wouldn't mind picking those up just so I can have a complete collection. But, anyways, next I have South Pacific. This is the DVD plus digital release. This is a later pressing, I think. Like, later than the original disc, because this actually has 2 cuts of the movie. This has the South Pacific theatrical version, and the South Pacific extended roadshow version, along with a making-of documentary, trailer, screen test, Fox movie tone news, and more. There's quite a few bonus features on here. This is actually a really nice set that I came upon. I think I found it somewhere for like a couple dollars, but hey, I'll take it. And yeah, here's the disc, and then the second disc. And I've never seen South Pacific. I know it's a bit more of the romantic type of film, but I'm curious to check it out, especially because I have 2 different versions I can compare and contrast. I've got The Sound of Music, the 40th Anniversary Edition. This is pretty cool. So this has all these different bonus features on here. Anniversary introduction by Julie Andrews, all new audio commentaries, special anniversary introduction, retrospective, featurettes, lots of little bonus features on here. This is a really cool set that I came across. I think I bought this in Clear Lake for, like, what, $2? Maybe less, even? Yeah, this is another one of those 2-disc editions, and they come with a lot, so I might go looking for these. But I do have the Blu-ray release of The Sound of Music, the 50th Anniversary Edition. Now, I'm just curious, I'm not planning to buy it, but did this film ever come out on 4K? I'm not a 4K user. Like, I don't spend money on 4K disc. I don't really notice a difference. But I'm curious, because I'm sure this film would look absolutely fabulous on 4K. Also, yeah, it is in a slipcover. There's a brand new documentary called Julie Andrews' Return to Salzburg. And I think there's also other new bonus features on here. Or it might be the same ones. And yeah, this is a Blu-ray release. So this has... How many Blu-ray discs? This has 1. Oh no, it has 2. 2 Blu-ray discs, which is very, very cool. And I do appreciate that. Yeah, I love The Sound of Music. It's one of my childhood films. Like, it's probably the earliest musical out of all of these that I ever saw when it came to the collection I have here. I pretty much always owned a copy. Like, even my grandma had one. She loved that film. Here's one that I picked up. This is called Hello, Dolly, with Barbra Streisand. This, I think, was meant to be, from what I've heard, like the Fox version of My Fair Lady, but it really wasn't, and it was kind of a box office disaster. But, of course, more intrigue for me picking it up. I do love the disc artwork and the poster here. Like, they're very detailed. They're very pretty. I have to give them that. This has no bonus features. I wanted to get a copy with bonus features, but honestly, I don't really know if there is one, and it's pretty hard to pick this up. I got that at Streetlight Music. And then this is one I got at the Salvation Army in the town I used to live in. This is Funny Face, starring Audrey Hepburn. Is this even a musical? I think it is. I've never seen it, but it had an actress in it that I recognized from My Fair Lady. So I thought, why not? Why not try another one of her musicals? And then we have quite a few Warner Brothers musicals here. We have 3 different versions of Willy Wonka. We have the 3 different adaptations, rather. We have the initial Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory DVD. This is the one, 40 Years of Everlasting Fun. This is the standard DVD for the original film with Gene Wilder. And then we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, the 2-disc edition. With, like I said, Johnny Depp. This one made me feel uncomfortable. I did not like Johnny Depp's performance in this. But I think I've kind of gotten used to it as I've watched it. It is a very weird film. It is very weird. And it's directed by Tim Burton. So, there's that. This one might also be suffering from disc rot issues, because it came out around that same time. I thought I saw that somewhere. I'm gonna hope that my copy doesn't get hit, but if it does, oh well, I still have it in the collection. But that would be pretty unfortunate. I do love the slipcover. Like, look how shiny it is. Very cool. Then we got the 2023 Wonka movie, starring Timothée Chalamet. This was an amazing film. This is one of the best films of 2023. I think this was actually one of the best movies that came out last year. And I don't really want them to make a second one. Unless they've got a really good story in mind, like, don't rush it. Don't. Just leave the magical film on its own, but if you've got another story the director really wants to tell, then maybe you can have discussions, but I'm not up for it getting a sequel anytime soon. That's not because I don't think it's good. I think it's amazing. I don't want them to ruin it. Next we got Camelot, the DVD edition. This is the old musical, another one of those big box office disasters. I've never seen Camelot. I've seen it on VHS, but like, you know, I've seen the cover, but I've never watched it. Let's see, we got some other musicals here. We have Pan, the Hugh Jackman, Levi Miller film. It's a musical version of Peter Pan that I've not watched. I own so many versions of Peter Pan, but yeah, I have this. And then I have White Christmas, the anniversary edition with Irvin Berlin. And I've never seen this film before, but I found it at my Goodwill. Actually, I feel like I've seen part of it, but I don't think I've watched the whole thing. Then we got Annie right here. This is the Jamie Foxx reboot that they did from Sony Pictures. I want to see the 1978 Annie. In fact, I think I saw some of it at my dentist years ago. But here's the thing. I haven't picked up a copy on purpose because I want to get the edition with a slipcover, but I can't find it anywhere. I may just have to give up and just get the standard disc edition, because all it really is like a nice sleeve on it. But I really do want to get the original Annie. And then I've got La La Land, the 2016 Damien Chazelle film. I am not a fan of his directing, I will say that much. Like, I don't like a lot of his films, but La La Land, I've heard things about. It's a musical. I'm curious to see what it's like. I also don't know why there's that dent there. But I got this at the Salvation Army in, not Reading, the town right before it. I forget the name of it, but I did pick it up there on one of my past trips earlier this year. And, of course, I have The Phantom of the Opera, directed by Joel Schumacher, who did Batman Forever and Batman Returns, or sorry, Batman and Robin. I actually really like this film. I found it really enjoyable. I found it very epic. I like how there's just literally like a 10-music musical number. But it's a very interesting film. I haven't seen the original Phantom of the Opera, like, stage performance, but someday I will. And then I have The Greatest Showman. This is the Blu-ray plus DVD edition that I believe I got at the Thrifty Bargain in my town. I bought a copy of this from the Thrifty Bargain in Yuba City, but it was missing one of the discs, so I replaced it. And then this is that one I was not sure where I had it. This is West Side Story, the original version, the 50th anniversary Blu-ray plus DVD edition. This is actually really common to find, I will say. I've seen this a lot at, like, Big Lots. So if you ever need a copy of it, you can probably get one there. What did I think of this film? I thought it was great. I liked it better than the 2021 remake done by Steven Spielberg. But I didn't enjoy the intermission. I didn't. I'm like, could you ever remove that, please? But whatever. It's part of the film's legacy. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was cool. Very big, musical. Like, I really liked it.